This video and its content are operated underneath the guise of the Fair Use Act.
Boy don't play, 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 boy don't play.
Are we live?
Yeah, I didn't know it either.
Yeah, we're live, and Chrisean, as we are going live, Chrisean is at Hair Queen LA, so.
And I'm not. You got all day. I belong to you all day. I got the fight at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, okay, cool. So
I was gonna set up my stream upstairs.
We're gonna. Are you start here when we choose the wig? We go upstairs, or you want to just set up when we get up there? Just set up when you get up there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Alright, cool.
Or no, I could start it.
Alright, cool. Let me. You go get your phone. I'll get your tripod.
No, I don't got a phone. I got a camera.
Camera.
Yes.
Come on, bring it. Get the phone. Did you check the phone?
So, Hair Queen LA went live as we were getting ready to go live. And Chrisean is getting prepared for
What's up, guys? My name is Big Moyo. I'm out here at Hair Queen LA. Chrisean Rock is about to come down and try on some wigs. Obviously, you guys know Hair Queen LA is the #1, and I have a big announcement to make today. Every week, we're going to be giving out free wigs to our loyal followers. We're going to be giving out free wigs to our loyal followers. If you're in LA, we're going to invite you to come in and get the full free transformation. And if you are over in a different state, we're going to ship it to you. And for you to qualify, it's going to be important for you to do a few things.
You just need the one?
I think one will be enough.
hey guys, if you're just coming in,
Can you order me some coffee, please? How you guys doing? Everyone put the name of their city. What city are you guys watching us from? We have Jenna watching from the UK. How you doing? Jenna is watching from the UK. Shout out to Jenna. You're watching from Cameroon. Let's go.
yes, happy Juneteenth, everybody.
We have Chateau Love watching from Virginia. What's up, Virginia? Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to you too. Watching from Atlanta. What's up, ATL? Watching from Buffalo, New York. Watching from Mississippi. Watching from San Antonio. Watching from Atlanta, Kansas. Shanice watching from Tennessee. We have watching from Houston. Wow. Everywhere.
So Chrisean is setting up, which means that she's going to be streaming soon.
So each time I go live, you guys need to know at the end of the live, one of you guys is gonna win a free wig. So each time you guys see Hair Queen LA going live and you guys see my face, just know that at the end of the live, I will select one of you guys to win a free wig. If you're in LA, we're going to invite you to come in and get it installed for free. And if you're in a different state, we're going to ship it to you.
Okay, so Chrisean is setting up for Hair Queen LA. She's gonna be streaming soon. So he's live right now, letting us know she's there. She's setting up and she's gonna start streaming from picking her wig and I guess all the way up into the install. Now, the reason I've taken that off the screen is because in a minute, y'all are probably gonna get the live stream notification, and we're going to end the live because I'm not live over here while she's live over there. Just something that I said I wasn't going to do. But a lot of people are in an uproar over everything that is going on. People are turning on people because of their views and their opinions. And I know everyone has their opinion about what's going on. And if you don't know what we're talking about the latest squabble that is going on, or verbal spat that's going on between Chrisean and Blueface. Now, a lot of people are not understanding where the frustration from Chrisean is coming from. Karlissa has been live. Oh, she's
Told me about the Bible. The King James version is the real one, but Peter, you're studying, so it's gonna be hard to understand what you're reading. You need a study Bible. So that's New Living Translation. Look, that's New Living Translation. The one I had that you took from me is the Life Study Bible. New Living Trans is NLT. It got a tree on it. It's green.
okay. So there's not very much that's going on. I believe that maybe her nephew that's calling her, asking her about a Bible. So I do have it still playing kind of in the background over here in case anything is going on, so y'all don't miss it. Now, Karlissa has already gone live and been on a tirade. It's been a lot that's going on. Happy fucking Friday, everybody. I'm sorry my energy is off, but I don't know about y'all, but I'm really mentally exhausted with Blueface, Karlissa. I mean, all of the shit that's going on. I'm tired of there not being able to be no peace in the valley. Today on the panel with me, I have Poppington, I've got Potato, and I've got Kristen as well. Shout out to everybody that is here in the chat. We're going to try to move this along quickly so that we can kind of, I guess you could say, get the showdown going before she gets to streaming. So I don't know who wants to go first, but the floor is open. I'm also going to drop the link for y'all to come up on the panel because this fucking Friday is going to be a little different. I know everybody has a lot to say, so I'm letting y'all come up and I'm letting y'all say what y'all got to say. So who's going to be first?
Well, I just want to let y'all know that I have a lot to say, but some might not like it, some might, but y'all gonna have to hit my cash app for me to talk about this, because I don't know what kind of backlash I'm gonna get for saying what I gotta say, but yeah, y'all might have to buy me a drink after this.
Well, Kristen.
I mean, it's not really much to say. This is the same exact It's like watching a movie over and over and over and over again to the point where I know exactly what's going to happen in the next scene every single time because it keeps happening over and over. And Krishan's just got to stop letting him in and thinking that things are going to change without him showing you he's going to change. I mean, really, what? And y'all can answer this in the chat too. What has Blueface done to show that he's done anything better or changed anything better? And at some point, the parents in your life can be more traumatic to the child than they can be good. And I can attest to some of that too. Like, sometimes it's better to keep that parent away, whether people agree with it or not, just to keep your peace and your child's peace. Because your child, especially mothers and children, they feed off of each other's energy. So if you're sad, if you're mad, angry, anything like that, agitated, heartbroken, your child's going to feel that on you, especially when they're little, because it's that connection between the two of you. And Blue, I don't know if y'all have ever had any relatives or anything that come from prison, but when they get out of prison, they are stuck in the year that they went in. That's why a lot of times they come out and they get the same kind of clothes, they act the same, say the same lingo, whatever. But he's stuck in who he was from 2020 to 2022. So he thinks that he can run that exact same play and it's going to give him the same results when he's never going to get that same viral high that he got before. And
Okay,
that's
so you
probably out it.
okay, so Torrent, I think I said it right. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I know your name. I'm butchering it and I know it. Hey Dre, welcome to the showdown.
Hey.
Oh shit, Potato, you didn't get to say it. It's fucking Friday here on
Media Showdown.
Sorry, we kind of got thrown off a little bit with the Hair Queen LA. So to catch you up to speed on what's going on, so Blueface has been in Baltimore and we know that, and he spent some days out there with Chrisean and the baby. And Chrisean is now in LA handling business, but she did say that she was going to let Chrisean Jesus spend time with Blueface. And we know that she made it to LA. We know that she was at Blue's house because on last showdown, we showed where the picture, the video of her with the studio in the background, that is indeed Blueface's studio. So she was at Blueface's house. Yesterday, she came live. She shouted Blueface out for having Chrisean Jesus and spending time with him because she said Chrisean Jesus needed one-on-one time with his daddy. And then Blueface came live and Blueface was throwing his little subliminal shots out there about how, you know, he doesn't talk about Chrisean and the baby because this stuff is on the page. I was going to play it, but with Chrisean getting ready to go live stream on Kick, as soon as that notification comes in, we'll only be live very shortly after that and then shut it down because, again, unless I'm talking about something else on my other page, this page has been dedicated to the circus and all that goes on with Chrisean. And so if she's live, I'm not going to be live. And that's just where it is because she needs to get all of her views, all of her subs, all of her follows up. And so that's not fair, in my opinion, to cross over on that. But we are live now. So what had happened was he spoke about how he doesn't want a female that's outside. He wants a female that's going to be inside, basically, and that work being with him is her job. That's her only job. She gets paid for that job, regardless of the bullshit that he's going to put the person through. That's their job. So we already knew that there were subliminals that were being thrown out there. Even with his comparisons about why Nevaeh is winning for him right now, we already knew that it was jabs and digs that were being taken, right? So Chrisean caught wind of this. She saw the clips. Chrisean went live and she basically, I guess it would be safe to say she went nuclear, right? That's kind of nuclear reaction.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
So
she
really.
I would say
reverted.
mild. It was like a
But it
mild,
was,
like a
yeah, it
semi
was mild,
nuclear. It was like
like a
a very
mind.
mild nuclear.
Okay, she backslid. She stepped backwards a little bit and fed
Well, I don't
into
think
it.
she even slid. That wasn't. Was like a step.
She jumped off the
It was a
diving board, in
step.
my opinion.
No, not necessarily, because we didn't heard her. We didn't heard hers. We didn't heard her cut a
But she
rug.
still,
It was
she
like a
was doing so
backwards
good at
dive.
ignoring him. But
Okay,
yeah,
a
she.
Like
backwards
a
dive.
backwards dive.
I give you that. I give you that.
Backwards dive.
Okay, okay,
Backwards
I got that.
backflip
Okay,
into the
all
pool.
right.
Yeah, because I mean, before it was ignoring, maybe she might say something and just be like, God bless him and keep moving. I think the reason some people feel it was a step backwards for her was because it went into exposing, it went into the text messages and everything coming out. But we already know Chrisean gets, for whatever reason, she gets labeled the liar, as if Karlissa doesn't lie, as if Jaden doesn't lie, as if Nevaeh hasn't lied, as if nobody else has told a lie or whatever in their life, not just in this situation, in their life. Okay. But she's labeled the liar. Everything she says is a lie out of her mouth. And it's annoying because what the text messages showed to me was that there's gaslighting that's still going on behind the scenes. Okay. The text messages showed that Blueface, well, let's just pull it up, because I mean the work went in for the content to be put up. Let's just give them the showdown. Fuck it. And I've dropped the link. And
Yeah.
this is the thing that I don't understand. Everybody has a lot to say in the comment sections. I dropped the link so you guys can come up and voice y'all opinions.
Where
Fuck
y'all at?
who doesn't like y'all being up on the panel. Can't nobody control you. You are a grown ass person. So if you want to
Mm-hmm.
hit that goddamn link and come up here and you want to talk, hit the link and come up here and talk. Fuck all of that bullshit.
Right.
Exactly. And
And two.
Carlissa, this is a warning to you. If you keep saying Blue doesn't lie, I will find every single time he lied and make a goddamn movie out of it.
She don't care. She don't care. She Blue mad because Chrisean won't pay that mortgage.
We don't
That's what
even know
Blue
if
mad
that's the
about.
only. Okay, hold on. We don't know if that's the only thing that's got him mad right now. And let me just say this. While Chrisean does bring him some type of financial income, revenue, she brings in that cheddar and that clout. We've got to stop saying that's the only reason that she's there. Because
Oh no,
that
that's right,
diminishes
right.
her,
I get what you're saying there.
diminishes her value to say he's just mad because she won't pay his mortgage. Because he's mad that she's not there, period. If you're listening to what he's saying, he wants her there in the house. He doesn't want her listening to Coach Calvin. He don't want her out here boxing. He don't want her out here healing. He don't want her out here doing for herself. He wants her there in the house with him. He wants to
Mm-hmm.
be in control of everything that she does. So it's more than just money. So we, as people on this side of the tracks, even though we know that that plays a part in it, we've got to stop saying that money is the only motivation for him to be with her, because now we sound like them on the other side.
I can't say that he loves her, Henny, because that's not love.
And you can't say that's not love. If a person never was shown love, never was given real love, never was shown how to love a person, you can't define the way that, yeah, you can't define the way somebody loves somebody. Remember, you got to think about how
Well,
he grew
no,
up.
but if it's
He
not
doesn't
love,
know,
is love, regardless. It's no
but
specific
but everybody
definition to how
everybody
you
looks at it.
supposed
You
to
know
love
what love
somebody
to
because
him is?
somebody didn't teach
He,
you
pr-
nothing.
he protects her. That's love to him.
Guess
That's
what?
love
Oh,
to him.
Hold
right, but
on.
that's
He
not
loves
He
her
won't
how
be
actual
on
love.
Carlissa
screen.
taught him to love.
Right, but that's not actual love, is what I'm saying. If
Right.
Uh,
somebody
But
is, I'm
but
not gonna
yeah,
let
but
no
she's
man love my
she's the one
daughter
that's
like
really
that
there for
and then
him.
turn around and say, well, his mama taught
I,
him how to love that way, so it's okay.
okay, but Dre, you've been
no,
toxic.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying
Dre,
it's
you've
okay.
been
I'm just saying
toxic.
people just don't.
You've been toxic yourself, Dre, in your own
No, but
situation.
I'm not gonna be toxic and label it and smother it underneath the impression that
But
I
at
love
the
you.
time that you was being toxic, you thought you
I
was
didn't
in
I
love.
never smuggled it underneath love. My motto has been clear. When I'm with you, I'm with you. When I ain't, I ain't. Because when I get up
But
here and
see,
tell
he's a
how much of a
narcissist
hoe that
though,
I
Dre.
was, no, when I get up
That's
here
how
and tell you how
narcissists
much of a
love.
hoe I was, 9 times out of 10, a girl that I was being a hoe with yesterday is probably in the audience. So that's me. That should be enough to tell you that my rules are simple. When I'm with you, I'm with you, and when I'm not, I'm not. There's
Okay,
no
and Dre,
smuggling
you've
it by
never
love.
loved nobody. You've never fallen in love with nobody or
Yeah,
loved anybody
when I fall
or
in love,
dated,
I'm in a committed relationship. When I fall in love with you, I'm in a
but
committed
you still
relationship.
do
What you
your
choose
dirt
to
on the
do to me,
side though.
no, what you choose to do to me when I'm in love with you is your fault to make me leave. You know what I'm saying? I never cheated on a person I was in love with because I loved you. I'm not trying to hurt you.
I don't believe that, but
No,
okay.
that's serious. I promise you. Anybody I ever loved,
Because
I
I
didn't cheat
promise
on
you,
them.
I've been in the depths of love and was toxic as hell. But
I
you
probably was
couldn't tell
toxic while I
me,
was in there
you
doing little
couldn't
shit to
tell
make her
me,
argue at me because that's just what I like for girls to fuss. But I'm not gonna go cheat on you, and I'm
you like
telling you
for
that I
girls,
love you. It's not gonna go
you
that way.
you like for girls to fuss and go upside your head. You've said that.
Hmm.
That's
But I'm not.
toxic.
But I'm not gonna cheat on you though. You know I ain't
But it's
emotional with
more than
no other
just
woman.
cheating.
But I'll just
It's
do some shit to make you mad.
but when you're toxic, you just proved my point. When you're toxic, your toxicity is your love. To a narcissist, obsession, control, domination, that's their version of love. It's not healthy. It's toxic as fuck. But that's their
Hmm.
version. And everybody has a version of love until we outgrow it, right? Until we
Yep.
learn that that's not what love is, that love is not you coming upside my head and me going upside yours. Love is not me calling you out your name and you calling me out mine. Love is not fussing and fighting 24, well, I can't even say 24, 22 hours out of the day, 6 days out the week. That's not love. We learn what love really is as we grow and we learn from getting outside of those environments and those toxic ships that we've grown up in and become accustomed to. That's when we learn that love is not supposed to be like that. Yes, it's going to be hard times. Yes, there's going to be arguments. There's going to be times when we may not like each other. But at the same time, we're not going to be doing things that's going to be detrimental or harmful to not just us, but our children as well. So in this situation, where did he run to feeling like it was his safe place? Because it's peaceful
Inside.
to him, to her. Hey, Sandra.
Hey,
Sandra,
Henny.
please.
Hey, Henny. Hey, Henny. I'm just saying, oh my God. I have never been. I mean, I knew I was waiting on the Zilla to come out because I knew she was coming out and I was tearing her up in her thing. I mean, I had to. I mean, I be saying, I ain't gonna go over there. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I have never been so sick of something. I always want Chrisean to go on with her life, leave these people alone. You always want your kid to have a father, but this is just too much. I mean, she can't even, every time she try, she get kicked, knocked down with something. And sometimes you just got to look at that and say, like, the hell with it. Let's just let me go on. My father left my mother when I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still living. I'm still breathing. I'm still went on with my life. I had other father figures around, and you just gotta know when it's time, because I feel the way she feel. My daughter has a father who doesn't live with the kid. He came way out here from Vegas, picked her up, took her out to Vegas. He spent a little time with her, but most part he was going places and she was spending time with his baby mama and I guess the other kid. And I went off about that. I said, nah, if you don't barely see this girl, you need to spend time with her while she's here, because Chrisean Jesus ain't gonna be with him all that time. So he needed to be there and be present, and knowing the baby can't walk or whatever, spend time with him. Karlissa talking about he might have went and with his other kids. No, they with their mama. Let
He
him
didn't
have
go
his
nowhere at
time.
no 4 a.m. That was reputable.
Exactly.
It was fucking
Exactly.
4 a.m. Ain't no goddamn way you went to go to anywhere that was
That nigga went
reasonable.
out and did what he did, but he could have spent this little bit of time he was gonna have with his child, I don't, like I told my daughter, don't send my granddaughter back out there because she wasn't spending time with the person she's supposed to be spending time with. So what is she doing? What does he bring her out there for? So the whole thing is matter. That's what I'm saying. Keep your kid away from this toxicity because it's just too much. It's just too bad. They didn't say it too much about the baby. They don't care about him. So just, I don't even like the whole thing. I was like peeved last night, peeved this morning, peeved. Every time I hear Karlissa, it just, I'm 60. She's 50 something. I got 3 kids. I don't get in they bitch. My daughter called me with stuff, and yes, advice I give her, but all calling her man, saying stuff, getting on the internet. I'm not doing all that. I mean, oh my God, I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. It's just way too much for everybody. I mean, I'm in an uproar just seeing what's going on. I'm like, Chrisean, you was doing good. Stay away from these people. Because she was
Yeah.
crying
But
online. She was crying last night.
See,
but
and the
see,
thing
sometimes
is,
she's got to
because
look
it
in the
hurt.
mirror. Yeah, like she's got to realize she's breaking her own heart at some point, though. Like giving him
Yeah.
another chance and having love for him, you're breaking your own heart. And sometimes you just gotta let them go. Just like Henny said earlier, have a funeral for him in your mind.
You know why? You know why? Because if you're being hurt with them and then you're being hurt without them, you might as well be without them. That's the way I look at
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. But, again, it goes back to she has to get to that enough is enough point. Um, and I know we all know what she wants. She wants the same thing that I don't know, Dre, if this was your feelings because you're a guy. I can't really speak for men and what their desires are when a woman gets pregnant. But when a woman gets pregnant and she's pregnant by somebody that she loves, the thought of them not being in their life or even being a part of their child's life is never a thought. It's never a thought. Especially when you're young, you don't think you're going to break apart from this person. You think y'all are going to be together forever. And when y'all end up breaking apart, it's devastating, but it's very obvious that there's still communication. And I've been saying this to you guys. Don't get mad if she goes back because they're still talking to each other. If you think they're not, then you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't have been such a surprise, but it was for a lot of people. But she wants him in her child's life. That's the thing that I think everybody is missing, is that she wants him there. She has to come to the understanding in her mind that right now may not be a good time for that. But she has to come to that conclusion. I know we're frustrated because we keep seeing her get hurt over and over again. It's the same storyline. Something happens. Chrisean gets pulled in. She believes Blue. Blue does some bullshit. She calls him out. Karlissa comes swinging. And then behind Karlissa now, you got Jaden and Nevaeh who probably going to come out and say some shit too when it's not their place. But it's always that. And then what it is she's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. And Blue's a saint. He does nothing. He's the perfect dad. He does nothing. Meanwhile, the perfect dad is out here telling his son to shoot a cap gun at the camera and do it like a man. Meanwhile, the perfect mom and dad duo, the mom is out here calling the toddler a bitch and calling the kids idiots and motherfuckers. And I mean, come on, this whole shit is a shit show with them.
Oh, don't
And what
forget
I don't
yoking up the
understand is
boy.
why
But
is Chrisean always viral when she does some shit, but Jaden don't go viral? That shit about the car accident, they hurried up and tried to clean that up, but that's a real fucking thing. We have video that she was out there with the kids and she crashed into that car and the people were saying she was drunk. Did that go viral? Does anybody still bring up that? No, nobody ever brings up what everybody else does, but it's always Chrisean. My problem with this situation, if I'm being honest with you, is at this particular point in time, he keeps showing you who he is. Believe him at this point.
amen.
Believe him. She's doing so good without him. So good without him. Her public image was becoming positive. People weren't really talking about her in a negative light anymore. And I don't want to see nobody make that go away. She's at peace when she's in Baltimore. I'm tired of seeing her hurt. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Blue with his bullshit. I'm tired of Karlissa never holding her son accountable. I'm tired of the excuses for everybody. But when we say something, we're wrong. Now, do things get out of hand? Yes, there's some things that get out of hand. Okay. A lot of shit has been said over the past 24 hours. But we can't even get into any of that right now because Chrisean is live on Kick. So I'm going to give everybody a minute to say what they've got to say for now. And maybe we can come back later. But she is live on Kick. So we're going to have to like 86 this broadcast.
I'm ready to go. Blue, leave her alone if you can't be a father to her and that child, and that's just where I'm at with it.
But do you think he'll ever get to a point where he'll be a father to Chrisean Jesus?
No, not until he lose everything. Because Blue is looking at it like I was trying to explain to Kristen last night. Chrisean takes things from the situation. Like, you know how we see the big picture? She takes certain things from the picture that she dislikes, and then she creates her own picture, which is going to take her a lot longer to figure things out. So that's why it's taking her so long. Blue, he feels like he just, he bigger than the program. You're going to do what I do, or else I'm not going to do what you want me to do. He don't want to be a father to none of his children. He don't want to be a daddy. If he had his way, all of them children would be gone. He wouldn't want that be
He
with Karlissa at all times.
he wants them women to be obsessed with him. I think he's jealous of
Hmm.
them kids.
He don't want to be a father. You can see it. If a father that wants to be a father, their kids are in their house, either on the weekend or on the weekday. Especially if you got a big house like he has. He is not equipped for his children or anybody else. He got a bunch of women laying in their bed. He having sexual escorts all over the house, all online. He don't care about the kids. He don't care about what they see. He don't care about what they hear. He don't care about them. He don't care. He don't want none.
Nikki Love says, sorry to say, it'll take something tragic before Blueface learns. That's
Mm-hmm.
basically what you're saying, Dre. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe it too, because I don't see anything changing in him, especially as long as people continue to coddle him, cradle him, and make excuses for his poor behavior. Because if it's supposed to be about the kids, I can't understand why Karlissa has so much venom in her blood when it comes down to Chrisean and Chrisean Jesus. She has so much venom in her blood, but yet y'all was willing to accept Nevaeh and this baby, where there's been other ninjas that have come out and said that they've been with this girl,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all willing
Mm-hmm.
to accept this stranger's baby, but you treat
That's
him like
because she's a yes ma'am, but Nevaeh ain't a yes ma'am. She's just about her bag. It's temporary. Now that she see that Blue is going broke, she finna skedaddle too. He ain't finna have nobody. Nobody had pay attention to him when he say, "Oh, y'all, I'm losing my whole." He ain't got no women.
Okay, let me address this one right here. We know Blueface is a narcissist, which is why he's not going to take accountability unless you force him to. Which is why every time she doesn't do something that he wants, he retaliates because in a narcissist's eyes, you slipping out of their control, you're doing something against them. So they got to get their revenge on you. And it's going to be like that every single time. But what we're saying is she's responsible for her own happiness. So if you're going to be responsible for your own happiness, sometimes, like I said before, you got to look in the mirror and say, I can't go back if I want to be happy. He hasn't shown me anything. Nobody is blaming Chrisean. Nobody is judging her because we've all done dumb shit. Everybody is just saying you got to look at the hard picture. Y'all got to quit thinking people are going against her just because we say something y'all don't fucking agree with.
Well, it's just like with Big Mama. Big Mama took in a lot of shit back in her day. You want to talk about everybody grannies. They just accepted a lot of shit for Papa being a Rolling Stone. She just got one of those hearts. So I don't
you know
fault her
what?
for her heart.
I love what Sonia Hall just said. Shout out to you. She said, nope, Lucifer is not even a present father to the first two children. He's a part-time,
Mm-hmm.
or when he
Mm-hmm.
remembers he made children type of father, not a dad. Sorry. And I agree with that.
And that's what I said. I said
Mama.
he's not a father. He
Yeah.
don't want children.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's not even that. He's a content dad. He's a content
Exactly.
dad. He's not even a weekend dad. He's a content dad. He's a let me pull out my camera and show you my kids. Oh, aren't we having fun, kids? Okay, let me put my
Yeah, he
camera
like
away.
wearing them like
See you
jackets.
later.
Yeah, he wear
See
them
you
like
later,
jackets.
guys. See you when I come around next time.
Oh no,
Mhm.
it's Journey. Say bitch and motherfucker when I turn the camera on. Ready?
Exactly. Yep. Slap me. Slap
Ready?
me again.
And then you got Javon over there begging on crib, something, bitch. Where, what? Why are you? Why is he a gang member at 9 years old?
And that's exactly what I said a while ago about sometimes the father or whatever parent is worse for the child.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's better off sometimes they're not in your life than in it.
Um, Potato, did you want to get your talking point out before we go? No. Do you have a talking point?
She ran,
Pop, pop muted.
she ran inside right quick. I think I could hear her. Oh, I don't know if I could hear me, but she ran the building right quick. She's coming right back out. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, Kristen, did you get your talking
Definitely.
point out?
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, ain't too much more to really say for real.
Why I sound like a content
You,
creator?
you, you want me to give y'all a talking point?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right,
I
check it
don't
out.
know.
What I
Uniquely
think,
disclaimer.
right? Check this out. Check this
Right.
out. No. For real. Because I don't look at this. I don't have no bias. Because I don't like or really care about either one of them. Well, as people live on, but I don't care about them. But anyway, I think both of them really love each other, and they both retarded. But Blue ain't never had nobody to show him unconditional love like her, and she ain't never really had nobody to show him that. But she's getting to experience it now through the coach, through outside people, through y'all. So certain people giving her super love, like genuine love. But he's not able to experience that. Niggas around him still toxic. So he could be jealous and upset. She could understand that. That's why she want to run back. And then he's just being an asshole because he wants it. Or just he don't know no better. That's just my idea. Run with it.
Okay.
Nah,
I like that
I
idea.
I
I
like
can fuck
that.
with
I
it.
like that out.
That was a lot better than
I
I
Now,
like that
expected. I
out.
expected it
You
to
know,
go
that
left.
was some wise man thinking right there. You know.
I respect that. I 100% respect that because,
Yeah.
like you said, he's not on either side. So this is a completely non-biased opinion and an observation of both. So definitely, I like that. So, all right, y'all. Well, listen, we're gonna go. Chrisean is on Kick now. She's streaming. If you don't know her streaming, it's Chrisean. That's her name on Kick. It's Chrisean. So y'all go ahead, go over there, run her up, get active in her comments, sub up, follow, all of that. And we'll be back later. We will figure out what time later, but we'll be back later. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we out.